Music's a very big part of my life, in fact probably pretty much all of it. All my life it's been there, and now I write about everything I see. I just listen to music all the time. To be completely honest, I don't know who I'd be without it. So I'm going to be releasing a new single around mid-April, and it's kind of a country ballad. It's called See You in a While. I think I started off just writing words. I used to be quite good at writing little stories, which I wrote from a very young age. I was always writing things down, back when it was just a notebook and a pen. A lot of it was just all in your head and you just had to write it down if you could find pen and paper at the time. I like giving people emotions with words, and I find it really gets into people's heads, and when I listen to a song, that's what I want to hear. I want those words to get to me and to make me think. So I'm quite influenced by a lot of artists that aren't just country. I just love music. I think there's room for every genre. I love Fleetwood Mac. I'm very influenced by Stevie Nicks. But I also love the pop stuff. I brought up with Madonna. I love the fact that she used to reinvent herself constantly. This one, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's a classic Beatles album, and it's really old, this one. This was my dad's, so it's actually an original one from that era, and in pretty good condition. A bit scratched now, but I do like the original sound, the authenticness of having a vinyl record.
Alright, go back in there.
Okay, see you in a bit.
My name's Grant Mace, and I do Helena's artwork for her albums. When me and Helena do a project together, she tends to tell me what the song's about, what kind of things she wants to go for, and she'll send me a whole bunch of random photos with a kind of vibe, and I tend to disagree with all of them and go my own way. But she trusts me. It varies a bit from what she originally wanted, but that's why she does the music and I do this. So people focus so much on the music, on the sound that they want to put out. They don't really think about the visual side of things. So this latest cover, See You in a While, wind up with an ocean coast kind of sad vibe, which is exactly what the song was going for anyway, so that worked out.
So I've got a covers band called Rum Soaked, which is 3 of us. So it's obviously myself, who is on main vocals and rhythm lead guitar. And then we've got my husband Grant, who's also on vocals, harmonies and percussion and harmonica. And we've got Dave as well, who's a bass player and also sings as well. Dave contacted me looking for a female singer for his church. A few days later he contacted me saying he'd really like to start up an acoustic duo. We did a couple of gigs as a two-piece, and I said, what about bringing Grant into the equation? And it just really worked. And Grant had come up with the name Rum Soaked before. He said, well, that'd be a great name for a band. Plus he thinks he's a pirate and he likes rum. So Rum Soaked was born, and since then we've just gone from strength to strength. We've always been so lucky that majority of people do really appreciate music, and the music that we do particularly, because what we try and do is do our own versions of well-known songs as well as sneaking some of my own in as well. So we try to cater for different audiences of different age groups. We did a gig at the Thomas Trip in Christchurch quite recently, and what we didn't realise, I was struggling to hear, and it was quite loud. It's quite a loud environment anyway. I'd been diagnosed with a tumour in my brain about 3 years ago. Luckily the tumour ended up being benign, but radiotherapy did cause me to go deaf in my right ear. I no longer have stereo sound, so everything feeds through to my left ear, so it's all mono. We have monitors kind of strategically placed where I can hear them. Everything for my ears feeds through the floor. Dave had forgotten to turn my monitor on. So I had to do the whole first set with no sound. I couldn't hear anything, so I was just relying on my own ear, one ear, and Grant's vibration on the cajon to get through the first half. Quite proud of myself for still getting through it, regardless of it, because I couldn't hear anything apart from the crowd, and it's a very noisy place.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Life is so dead. Never mind. Oh, the fantasy.
Country road, take me home.
To the place. Come on, guys. Take me home. Country road. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having us. Carry on. Country road. Take me home. To the place. West Virginia. Take me home. Country road. Take me home. Country road. Take me home.
My country road. Something like that. When I first went deaf, I was devastated. So it was just learning to adapt and thinking that, okay, I've got two choices here. Either stop doing what I love and just give up most of myself, because that's what what it is in me, or I work with it. There's people worse off than me. It was talking to myself and giving myself a pep talk, really, and think you can still do this, and I have. And since then, I've probably got better because I've had to. So I'm off into the studio to record the new single. It's quite a long process, but I'm quite lucky when my bit's fairly easy. I've worked with Matt Black at Hangover Hill Records now for, I think, since about 2016. And I find as a musician, when you're putting your heart and soul out there, it's very important to get a producer that gets you.
We do know each other really well, and it's not like you have to think or worry about the diplomacy of it. You can get on and make the record.
Everyone who meets him just adores him. Musically, brilliantly talented.
Music, to me, is absolutely essential. It's the language that the world knows instinctively before you learn to speak.
I have worked with other people before, and it's never been quite the same. He describes himself as he looks like a Simpsons character.
What?
That gives you an idea of what he's like as a person. He's very valuable to what I do, and my music would probably be very different without him.
The whole point of this is to get like an idea of the tempo. If I can hear what the song goes like, and if we record everything through that mic,
Yep.
and then after we've done that, we'll get a drum track based on that tempo, and then we're going to do it to the tempo.
Okay, brilliant.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
do you want guitar and vocals on this one?
Yeah, just do it as if you were in a room.
Okay. He'll tweak the guitar. He plays piano, so he'll have piano, drum, bass, that kind of thing.
Fantastic. Great.
And then he'll make a backing track, as you will, including my guitar.
It's like a wall surrounds my path. I can't explain how you reach right through my heart.
It's coming together nicely. So while he's doing that, I'm working out what harmonies to do now.
I think what you do now is a vocal line. I'll take your vocal line and your guitar out, so it's just to the piano, the strings, and drums, and the bass.
Okay.
It's like a door closed in so fast.
Vocals up, please. Yep. We tend to do 2 takes, just to get the voice a chance to warm up.
I miss the way you make me smile.
That's good. I'll match the vocals up there. It's just the try was slightly out, and you're never going to get that right. But that's good. Have you got any harmonies in your head?
I'll just see what comes out.
Yeah.
That's what I usually do. It's called winging it. 4. 1, 2.
I miss the way you light your cigarette.
That's great. That really gives it some sort of flying energy.
Yeah. I like flying energy. Sound all right? Once that's done, he'll do his major sort of mixing part of the song, so get it all mixed.
sway. You light your cigarette.
So at Country on the Coast, myself and my band will be playing the song for the very first time live. So that's very exciting. And it's called... Oh, I've actually forgotten. I said it earlier as well. Right, okay, it's called... Right,
See you in a while.
thank you. Warm up. Right, we're at Country on the Coast in Southsea, in a place like this where there's a lot of country fans. Everyone is different as an artist, and I always feel apprehensive because you don't know if they're going to like what you do and do they like your songs.
I am the founder and director of Country on the Coast. So excited about today. It has been a year in the making. We've got artists that have travelled from Nashville, from Texas, to come and perform for us today, as well as our local Portsmouth-based artists as well. And it's amazing having artists like Helena, because she's still South Coast, still local as far as we're concerned, to be able to bring everyone together. And for me, it's not just then about the audience enjoying the music, it's also about the artists themselves.
Okay, so today I'm going to be performing some of my own songs from sort of various sections of my albums, but I'm kind of nervous and excited about singing my new single today, See You in a While, because we only just recorded it and we haven't practiced it. No one really knows it anyway, so if I do make a little mistake, I'm hoping no one will notice. See You in a While. This next one is a song that's coming out on Monday. It's only just been recorded. It's called See You in a While. I just realised I started in the wrong key, sorry. Sorry, were you going with that though? No, I don't like that key, sorry. Right.
It's like a door closing so fast. Now the light goes on without you. Nobody calls, nobody laughs. Life goes on, I know time without you. Trying to see you inside. Oh. I miss the way you light your cigarette. I miss the way you held my hand. I miss the way you make me smile. But most of all, I miss your voice saying, see you in a while. See you in a while. See you in a while.
Thank you!
Back for a first attempt, wasn't it? Yeah.
What's next? Oh. If I could say anything to anybody, if you've got a dream or something you love doing, do it, because life goes pretty fast. And I've been doing this for a very long time, but I've only recently, as I've got older, really got focused on it. And I find the older you get, it's more you want to do. and it's okay if you're older and you start something later on down the line. Yeah, when I was younger, when I was a teenager, there's no way I would have thought I'd have been a musician. I stopped for a while, didn't want to do it, and I think that, you know, you just got to hold on to your dream and just go for it. Absolutely go for it, because it's so lovely doing something you love doing.